Welcome, everyone. This is Toy-Nutz. This past weekend, January 27th, I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma for Brickfest Live at the Cox Business Center. I can tell you this is not worth it. Do not waste your time or money. I was able to get the VIP package. It was about $40, and this is your things for getting it. A little pin. That's the special build piece that you get for buying in the early entry, which is like 30 minutes before the show's officially opened. Yeah, they have some pretty cool little displays set up, but this is not worth going to. If you have really little kids and you want to let them just play with some Legos, sure, I guess, but I wouldn't spend a whole lot of money because, yeah. Yeah, this is a real disappointment. Just feels like nothing but a giant scam. They had those these really cool little builds here that doesn't say who built them. I guess it's their own. Some of them are pretty cool looking. They did a really great job. These are really neat to look at. And they had some local, Lego clubs. They let them set up and display. But there wasn't anything else to this. There were some kid zone areas. They had they called them derby races where the kid could throw together a little Lego car and they raced them down a track. But that's it. They weren't really giving out prizes. I think you'd get like the little build that I just spent $40 for is what they get, if that. The 501st was there. You can see them in the background here. I have no idea why they were there. It was cool. I know a couple of them, so it's neat to chat and talk with them. But really, there is not much to go on. Like I said, here's the little derby races, but the kids don't really win anything. They get like a coloring book and that. They got building tables, display areas for them. This little wall that they can just put little things on. But it's not... There's nothing for them to build and take home or anything. It's just like, okay, you get it. I guess bring your kid and let them play for the day. I don't know. I was just really disappointed. There were no vendors. There was nothing. Just this. Yeah. I guess you can build your own building and you set it up over there. But they have no instructions for it. Just build whatever you want and put it up. Like I said, this was just not worth $40 for the VIP experience. And, yeah, basic entry for kids. Like I said, okay, fine, I guess you can let them go and play. They have the black light area where they can play with the bricks that glow under black light and they can build stuff. And they got this little table in the back that they let them set it up, and then they'll come by and they take it apart and drop the bits and pieces back into the bins. Yeah, this is Brickfest. That's where you pick and build your little character. They got this build a mural. You stand in line, and this is, yeah. And then, so by the end of the weekend, they'll have this all supposed to be filled up. Like I said, the only really cool thing I got out of this was they have these pretty cool builds that I guess they built or they had someone else build for them. There were no names on who put it together. But, some of these are really cool. And I do like the fact that they had the local Lego clubs were able to set up. But yeah, Brickfest Live, do not waste your money on this. Afterwards, I just started doing some research and I found out, yeah, this is not a good company to be dealing with. They have a lot of issues. I guess there used to be a better version of this, but the person or the people that ran it ran into some financial difficulties, and this other person / company came in and scooped it up, and they just use it as a cash grab. And that's what this feels like. Again, they did not allow vendors in. I've talked with one or two people, and I've talked to people online that are saying, yeah, they do not allow people to set up to sell. They don't. Yeah, they're this Brickfest is the only one with a quote store, if you will, and yeah, here's the store that they have set up for the show, and yeah, it is all pretty much current merchandise, and the prices, as you would expect, are kind of ridiculous. Yeah. I got some video of one of their price sheets that they had out. The larger, bigger sets, they did not have prices, but talking with a couple of people, the prices were just as ridiculous as you would expect. You do better going to Walmart or Target or the Lego store, and you'd be saving at least, half the price of what they were asking here. So yeah, this is just, again, just stay away from Brickfest. Find a different show, just even a standard convention. You'll have a better time, better selection, better pricing. But yeah, like I said, they were supposed to have like one person from one of the that Lego Masters show from Fox, but I never saw the person there. But then again, I was only here for about an hour and 20 minutes. And the main reason I was here for that long was pretty much I was videotaping everything here and just chatting with the local Lego building clubs. That was really the only good thing about this. We'll be hitting to those after a couple of scenes from here in the store. Like I said, it's just, yeah, I cannot really, Brickfest is horrible. Again, this is the only good thing from Brickfest, if you ask me, is the builders, that they let the clubs, but from what I understand, the clubs had to pay for their booths. And so, yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is a cool little one. The guy was just setting it up. He was running this little Duplo train using the Mickey and Minnie Disney characters and the polar bears and everything. But yeah, they were just letting the people from the clubs set up, and they had some really cool displays. There were some that were directly out of the box, if you will, and then there were personal creations, and they did some awesome, amazing jobs on these. Yeah, so this was like the only good bright spot for Brickfest, was seeing all these builds and talking with the builders. The nicest people, as you would expect. Yeah, this is the only reason I would say, again, to go to this. But again, I'd rather you search these people out in your area. A lot of these clubs are all over. Look for your local clubs and talk with them. You'd have probably more fun going to one of their little meetings than wasting your time and money going to this thing. Yeah, just love this little Peppermint Palace. That was a fun, cute little build. And then, of course, we got this cool little Hoth battle set that this guy put together. Again, fun little whimsical thing. This is what, I'd like to see. This is what I wanted to see, along with some other vendors. Here's two of the clubs that were here, the Arc Lug and the Oak Lug. Should follow those guys online. And again, if you've got a local club, meet up with them, support them that way. I mean, this is the only good thing about the Brickfest. I think it's coming that they charged the clubs to set up, and the fact that they don't let the clubs sell anything. They won't let them, shirts, magnets, just little custom minifigs or whatever. But no, this Brickfest is pretty draconian on that. And so, I don't want to give them money, but I want to support our little local Lego clubs. So, that little catch-22 here. But again, do not do Brickfest. I cannot recommend it at all to anyone. Like I said, this is the only good thing about this show, were these little builds by the local clubs. And I really like this from the Oak Lug group here. You know, they did scenes from some of their favorite books. I guess this was some of the kids and the parents, you know, were helping them with it and that. So yeah, they set up these little mini dioramas, if you will. And yeah, I just love that they did this. This is this really fun little display for the show that they did. And there are some really cool, imaginative little interpretations from the books. So big shout out and, you know, good job from the Oklahoma Lego user group here. You know, this is just really cool. They, you know, used a lot of different books, which I thought were funny. You know, The Eye Survives, 20,000 Leagues, and then, of course, one of my favorites, you know, Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. I just thought this was hilarious, and this was one of my favorites here. But yeah, like I said, smart idea from the group here and that, and it just, you know, really fun, you know, smart idea. And this was one gentleman's entry for the show, if you will. His vision of future Tulsa. Yeah, he did a really good job on this. He's got some major buildings going on. But yeah, this one, man, this was huge and very, very impressive. This young gentleman here, he was part of the Oak Lug group, and that, as you can see, he just brought a bunch of his builds. Most of them appear to be out-of-the-box builds, but he did a great job with these. And this giant building here, this is, I guess, a building that was an older building from downtown Tulsa here that this gentleman recreated. Yeah, this was another giant piece that this guy really went all out on. Really good job on that. I love these little brick artwork pieces here. The Iron Man, really good job. And then this Batman Starry Night is, again, just another really cool little piece. And do like that this person gave a shout out to where he got the inspiration and where he got the artwork idea from. And this is someone's, they built the Diagon Alley from the Harry Potter line. And they put it together into like a little mini diorama. They got this set up. Again, just just good ways to show some of the things you can do and how these things will look together. And that this person uses obviously Legos with his profession here. Again, smart idea. I love this beaker. Being a Muppet fan, I just thought that was hilarious. And again, he gives out the shout out to where he got the inspiration for this little guy from. And I really like this little Star Wars diorama this guy did. This was really fun. But then again, being a Star Wars nut that I am, of course I'm going to really like this one. But yeah, this was a neat little setup that this guy did. Just really funny, nice setup. Then you got the Jurassic Park entrance here that he did. Yeah, again, really cool little idea. And then from the Lord of the Rings, this one just really, again, the attention to detail and like all the little pieces. This was just really, again, well done. Gotta love some of these dioramas these guys did. This was a fun little thing this person put together. Obviously for his Christmas, he broke down all of the little Easter eggs he has hidden throughout this diorama display here. And I mean, you can see it's a nice little size setup. He has this little Christmas train going around and everything. But yeah, again, this person did a really good job. You just got to be impressed by the work some of these people put into their setups and displays. But yeah, as you can see, this is a nice size Christmas display setup here that the person has going on. And again, it's just rife with little Easter eggs and funny little bits and pieces throughout it. So again, you know, I say big thumbs up to this guy. Yeah, like I said, this is the only thing that made this show worth anything, was seeing these local clubs set up their displays and everything. Otherwise, it was just a big runaway, stay away type situation for me. Brickfest is, again, just not worth it. These clubs are the only thing that makes it worthwhile. Again, everyone I talked to was really nice, but that's kind of to be expected from these clubs. And this is my favorite setup that this person did. It is pretty much a giant Mad Max desert race scene here. Yeah, this thing was just, man, this person had fun. And he said he's got more that he keeps adding to it and changing around. But yeah, this was my favorite bit, display, diorama, whatever you want to call it. This person had lots of fun. Yeah, this was really cool setup here. So this was Brickfest 2024 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Again, I just cannot recommend it. I say stay away from it and just support your local clubs and try to find some other Lego show. If you were at this show, please drop a comment down below. What did you think about it? And if you would, please give the video a like and a subscribe. Have a wonderful day, and as always, Excelsior!